Alright, I'm going to bring you guys a review of a knife sharpening system. This particular kind is the kind that uses the guide rods with the set angles. I'm pretty new to sharpening knives. Well, not new, I've been sharpening knives since Boy Scouts, but never been very good at it. So I was looking around online, looked at a bunch of different options, and I decided mainly because of price and the type, I went with the Lansky, and this particular one is the Lansky Deluxe system. It comes with 5 stones, the clamp, and some honing oil. The perks of this is, like I said, it is a guide system, so if you're not very good at keeping a degree steady, then you have these set angles of 17, 20, 25, and 30, and then you simply take one of these guide rods, insert it into the stone, set on a table, then you tighten it down, and all you would have to do is set it in whichever angle you want with your knife clamped in, and then just kind of move up. I've seen a few reviews and demonstrations on how to use these, and you have a lot of guys, they go like this. Do not do this. You don't come down on the edge. You go up, and if you have to, you can go up and then you lift, and that's how you would do it. Or I found with smaller blades you can kind of just make an arcing motion, and it works good that way too. But don't go like that unless you're trying to like change the angle of a blade. So this one, you'll see them online, and when I bought this off of Amazon, which by the way on Amazon these are about $35, it shows that this thing has a notch in the end of the clamp for small blades. As you can see, it does not. I contacted Lansky, which by the way their support got me they got back to me in about 6 hours, so good support. They don't have that anymore, so don't be worried if you don't have that. Another little thing I've found, that this clamp design has a couple problems. One, when you clamp a blade down, blades tend to slip side to side inside the clamp, so take some electrical tape, or in my case I put some Gorilla tape, or you could use masking tape on the inside so you get a little bit more friction in there and grip. Another problem I have, if you have a thin blade, it's not so much about length, although length is a problem. Let's take this Glock blade for example. If you put it in here, you're gonna have to move the blade, same with like a kitchen knife. This is not good for long, big blades, but I didn't buy it for that. But getting back to the another problem is with the thin blades. If you can see right here, you see that shiny bit? The problem is you can't get the blade far enough out from the clamp, so you tend on the shallower angles to grind away at the clamp. So if you're looking like a little X-Acto blade knife I try to sharpen, can't do it really. So that is a problem. Other than that, if you're looking to sharpen like pocket knives, or in this case it's a little Gerber, great little knife. It works great. I got this one razor sharp to the point where I am cutting my hair off. I honestly don't know if you can see that, but it is cutting hair. There you can see the hair on the blade. So you can get a very sharp edge, and I even got a pretty good edge on a cheap China-made $4 knife I bought off Amazon. This thing really is a turd, but I bought it because, well, $4, and 2, it gives me a nice blade I can use for things that you really shouldn't use blades for, and I don't really care if I mess it up. But it's not razor sharp, I can't be cutting my hair, but it'll cut pretty much packaging, things like that. So it's good for that. So taking into account price and options, if you're looking for something a little more advanced, there's that Sharpener or whatever it's called. People say you can get phenomenal edges. That probably suit you better if you're looking for something to sharpen long blades, kitchen knives, things like that. But if you're looking for something that's mainly because of the guide and you don't want to spend like what, $200 on that one sharpener. I forget what it is, but not fancy uses it. That thing is quite expensive. This is good. The stones are good. Like you get an extra coarse one, coarse, medium, fine, and then ultra fine, which is ultra fine just basically polishes your blade to get it nice and mirror finish and very sharp. I've had zero issues with this. It's worked phenomenally, except for the little problems with the actual clamp. But again, if you want it for anything other than small utilitarian type blades, and this really doesn't suit you, I like it. I'm pretty novice at sharpening blades, but this allows me to get very sharp blades. I would give this pretty much a recommendation of buying if you're looking at something like this. You don't want to spend a lot of money. Like I said, it's only about $30 to $40 wherever you look. Their support is great. So I like it. Recommend it.